Here from the Ultrasabers forums, and I want to do a little video showing how, with a few MHS parts from Custom Saber Shop, and maybe even some from Ultrasabers, if you have them on other sabers or you bought a different emitter or pommel from their site, you can make a saber you have different. So this saber I received in a $200 mystery box last summer, and two things I wasn't crazy about were the claws, especially the rear claw. You know, I've seen this saber on the site and it's cool looking, but it just really my taste. The rear claw, when you're spinning around, kind of can tend to catch you, your arm or your clothes. And then the blade color I got was orange, and the orange kind of goes good with the blue, but it's just not really my thing. I mean, if I'm going to go for a Sith type color, I'd go for maybe a red, you know. Wasn't too crazy about the orange. But the first thing I wanted to do when I first got the saber was take this rear claw off. And I did. You know, all you got to do with this particular model, on the pommel and on the emitter, you can't see it on the emitter because the blade's on it right now, you just take these screws out and you take the claw off. And one thing I didn't know was you can also take the blue part of the pommel off, because once I got the claw off, I still wasn't really happy with the slanted emitter. It just didn't look great. But I saw someone else post where you can actually, there's two retention screws here and here, and also on the emitter, they're closer to the blade or the claw. You can loosen these and you can actually reposition it in any direction you want, or you can take the whole thing off, which I'll show real quick here with the pommel. So once I found this out, I removed it. There. So I moved the claw that away and the slanted pommel, and I was just left with this, which, I mean, I don't know, some people may like that, some people may not. Still wasn't crazy about it, and so I'll take the pommel off. Also, the pommel on the Reaper, it doesn't have vent holes, it's just a solid hole. So I wasn't crazy about that because I don't think it protects the speaker as much as some other pommels would. So I just went ahead and put my catalyst pommel on here. Now my catalyst I won as a raffle, and it didn't come with a CoverTech wheel on it. I didn't want to add a CoverTech wheel, so I bought a pommel off of the Custom Saber Shop. So it's just like this one, but you get a D-ring insert in the bottom of it, and that's what I did, and that's what's on my catalyst. So I had this extra pommel, and I liked it, and it's been, you know, I was good with that. I wasn't still crazy about the color of the blade, so I ordered a Tri-Cree Arctic Blue LED, and I ordered it with the quick release coupler. And I went ahead and these same couplers you can order on the Custom Saber Shop. So if you want to have, you know, buy some extras to have around, put them on other sabers or whatever, you can do that. So what I did was, when that came in, I went ahead and put a quick release coupler on this, on the orange light and the saber. So this way, anytime in the future, I can switch out lights. I can switch out, you know, this one I have a quick disconnect coupler on my Arkin 3.1 also, so I can switch that out. So basically you just unclip it, which is really simple, and then you clip the new one in, or a different color in. Clips right into the holes there. Now this one don't have flash on clash, so it's just 2 wires instead of 3. It's the same thing with the flash on clash, except you have an extra wire. Now I solder these in the hilt and the orange light, and trust me, I'm no expert at soldering. I had to buy a soldering iron just to do it, and I bought a cheap soldering iron. I'm not even happy with it. I'm going to buy me a different one for the future. But if I can do it, my point is, you know, if I can do it, never done anything like this before, there's no reason anybody else can't do it also. You know, just get you some wire that's not connected to anything and practice on that. So since I was going ahead and doing this, I ordered another pommel for the saber. And since I went ahead with the, I'm sorry, not another pommel, another emitter. Since I went with the catalyst pommel, I wanted to order something similar for the saber. Now I found this one on this emitter on Custom Saber Shop, and it looks just like the emitter and the catalyst, except the ends are more pointed, and I really like that a lot. I thought it was pretty cool looking. So I ended up putting it on the saber. I'm not going to take, I can't put it on right now because the blade's too far down, but I'm not going to take the blade off. So basically I put it on the saber, and that's what it looked like. I mean, actually it's really a real short, compact saber, and some people may like that. Somebody who wants something short. And it was pretty nice. I really liked it. But I decided I wanted to put the handguard back on the saber, and in doing so, after I put the pommel on, just the tips of it were sticking out. And that's how I came up with the idea of calling it the Arctic King, because to me it looked like a crown, and of course the Arctic blue color. I still wasn't quite happy with that. So what I ended up doing, I already had at my house, was a coupler, a vented coupler you can attach 2 sabers to. So I decided, you know, maybe some way, just had an idea, I can add this to the hilt and the emitter and get some vents, some emitter vents. And so I had it, you know, just messing around. It's the middle of the night. I put it on there. I knew right away I wasn't going to be able to attach the emitter to the coupler because it's 2 metal ends. So I mean, 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, I got on the Custom Saber Shop and I ordered a female adapter. It's just got 2 female ends to it, and that solved the problem. Actually, I will attach it to my emitter is how I had it. So you just attach that there. Put the handguard back on. Make sure the LED is down in the saber and attach. Now one thing with the reason I have the blade in so far and it's off is because I'd already had the blade in here, the LED's way back here, and it's already adjusted. I just didn't want to take it apart and mess with it, so I was left it in there. So basically the emitter, that was my final design or piece that I came up with. And it's got the emitter vents, even though it's close to the hand, they're still there. And it's got the, I really like I said, I love this emitter. And I mean, it's 100%, this makes the saber, I think. And I love it. Still kind of a plain Jane pommel to go on there. And what I ended up going with originally was, I found another one on the Custom Saber Shop that's kind of like a cone. It's a cone shape, but it's very pointed at the end. And I was going to go with that, and I was very happy with that. But I'm using this saber for cosplay, and I figured at the con I would be able to go in with that. So I wanted to get once again to the Custom Saber Shop. I've been going there a lot, and got another pommel. Now this one is very similar to the Guardian on Ultrasabers website, the Guardian pommel, and it comes in 3 pieces. And when you get it from the Custom Saber Shop, they're all aluminum. None of them are coated. None of them come powder coated. Now you can get them powder coated any color they have available on the website. What I did was I ordered them all just aluminum, and I painted this myself. I wanted to try and match the hilt. So they had 2-3 different blues on their website. I didn't know which color would be close. I didn't get exact, but I got close enough. I think that it works good. And so this was the put this baby on here. And I have decided now, after about 2-3 pommels and playing around with the emitter quite a bit, this is going to be my final design for my saber. So this went from a $200 box, mystery box, with it came a premium sound that I wasn't really crazy about, to one of my favorite sabers now that I totally love. And I actually used this to come up with an idea for cosplay, which I already bought 95% of the costume. So I just want to do a little video and show you that maybe you have a saber you've had for a year or 2 years, you want to change up a little bit. Maybe you got a mystery box you're not that crazy about. It's not as hard as you think, especially with the MHS systems to play with. And I know some of them just have an MHS pommel. You can still change the pommel. You can still add, paint or weather, anything you want to do to a saber you have. You can change out the color LEDs pretty easy. Just practice soldering on something else before you do it. So this is what I call the Arctic King, and like I said, it's one of my favorite sabers now, and I just wanted to show a quick video how easy it is to do something like this. I hope you all enjoy it.